Gaffer, first thing I want to mention today, Rakeel Pike, how's he getting on?
Yeah, he's okay. He's back in this morning. He's okay, but obviously his training, we'll monitor him over the next couple of days, but his training will be not quite light to start, but more medium to start. But we'll need to do some work with Rakeel to get him somewhere back up to speed anyway, because obviously, he's missed 10 days and he hasn't done a lot of training, in that period of time. But yeah, nice to have Rakeel back.
Glad he's all healthy. Another free week on the training ground. How have you and the team enjoyed that?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, when you have those Saturday, Tuesday games that come thick and fast, and like they were at the beginning of the season, it's all about recovery. That's what it's about, trying to get the balances right with the recovery and that. But when you get these clear weeks, it does give you time to build on top of the work that you've been doing. So, really, at the end of the day, we play too many games in our country. A lot of the foreign players, don't have the amount of games that we have, and then we always wonder why we're tired when we come to big tournaments. It's pretty simple, really, but it's obviously all about money and sponsorships and all of that. But that doesn't make it any easier for the players or for managers and coaches preparing their teams, really.
We welcome Wimbledon to Shropshire this weekend. What have you seen of them this season? They've had a positive start.
Yeah, they've been very good. Very energetic, good work ethic, play with good intensity, good team spirit, by the look of them anyway. Very good on set plays, something we've got to be good at this weekend. Their set plays have been very good, and it's something we've got to make sure we negate at the weekend, because they are very good at them. So we will be tapping on that like we've done already today, and we'll be tapping on that again tomorrow. They
played Arsenal last evening. Do you take anything from that? It's a different competition, kind of a different scenario, isn't it, to league fixtures?
Yeah, of course. They've done great getting through the other rounds and then going and playing at the Emirates. So I'm sure it was a brilliant night for them. Even the goals came late in the day, and the first one was a penalty. So without watching that game back, because it's only just happened, they look like they've made a good account of it and played well.
Their manager involved with their youth setup before stepping up to the main job. Just looking back at ourselves, we've got someone very similar with David Lundvaldus. How good is it having someone who's proved they're very good with younger players and young individuals?
Well, sometimes that comes into clubs for different reasons. Sometimes that comes into costs, and sometimes it comes into that they've seen the work that has been done at the club. And Mark's obviously done a good job at Wimbledon, and that's probably why they've got so many of their younger players that have come through. And as long as the chairman and the chief exec are on the same page, that when he does play those younger players, that you can't always guarantee results, you can't guarantee performances. You just hope that they come through, like we hope when we picked Tom Bloxham. We hope that he comes through on that God-given day. But you always know they're going to make mistakes. But as long as you're singing from the same hymn sheet, then there's normally a pretty good transition, and they've certainly had one there.
You've mentioned before that it's very rare to have strikers come through your system and be decent. How good is it for our players having a former striker in Aaron coaching them, and then David Lundvald who's good with the young players? Yeah,
at the end of the day, I think that when you're bringing young players through, I think what Aaron will end up passing on to Tom and to Charlie will, he often talks about some of the things that I passed to him from Bristol City. So, that continuity is always good, because if I'm worrying about all of the team, if you know what I mean, and putting that together, it allows Aaron to have that one-to-one with them a little bit afterwards. Today, David and Aaron ended up staying out a little bit longer with a few of the younger boys to do a little bit of extra work at the end of it, and that was quite good today, because I could just observe it. So after finishing with the team, so yeah, that's good, and it works well. And Aaron and Dave support me very, very well, and support all of the players. So yeah, it's a good mix.
Just Ricky aside, how are the rest of the lads? No concerns going into this one?
No. I'm just checking my board there. I always look up there when you ask me this. No, everyone's fine.
Cheers, Gaffer.
Thank you.